Hello, freshers. We know that from last 1 week we have been providing you with the apps and games made by our club members, and you are very fascinated and hyped up to know about these things, to envision the unvisioned. So, good evening, everyone. I am Ishita Satpati, and with me is Adyasha Samal, and we are going to be your host for this evening. We, on behalf of the whole Enigma family, would like to welcome you into the cyber realm, the grand orientation program of Enigma. I would like to welcome our esteemed dignitaries who took time out of their busy schedules to grace this event. Before we start the event, there are some ground rules which everyone is expected to abide by. Feel free to report any issues with the audio or video. Keep the chat box interactive. All the doubts will be cleared during the question and answer session towards the end, so hold your patience. Use the chat box for any queries.
Ishita, do you remember? It was just last year when we were sitting on the other side of the screen and gossiping and murmuring among us. We were all so excited and we're just wondering like what's gonna unfold next and what all exciting stuffs are there in the orientation and all. Yeah?
I have to say, Adyasha, time flies fast. Now we are at this side addressing our freshers.
Okay. So guys, tighten your seatbelts because we're gonna take a roller coaster ride through the cyber multiverse. So are you all excited to look what's inside and unfold the mysteries next?
Wait a minute, Adyasha. Let's play a game with them. The number guessing one?
Yes, Ishita. Okay, guys. So all you got to do is spam the chat box with any number that comes to your mind.
I see that the chat box and it has only positive numbers, but I see no complex numbers, negative numbers. अरे यार उन्होंने क्या गलती की वो भी तो numbers है.
Yes, and that's what we need you to do. That is, think out of the box. That is what Enigma does. It makes you, helps you think out of the box.
Before we explore the tech treasures of Enigma, let us know more about what Enigma is. Adyasha, please take us through what Enigma is.
Okay, so Enigma is the official web and coding club of VSSUT Burla. It was started in 2011 to elevate the coding culture in the university. It's not just a club, but it's a community of like-minded people with inquisitive problem-solving mindset. It conducts regular workshops and sessions to increase the coding standards of the students and upskill them to match the modern industry demands. A club has a very supportive alumni base who are already placed in leading tech giants, and they are like always ready to lend their hand to help us anytime when we need them. Okay, so our club has been bestowed with many accolades. I would like Ishita to mention them.
The club members of Enigma have always brought glory to the club name. Let me take you through some of these golden movements. The students of our club were selected in ICPC Regionals 2020. ICPC is an algorithmic coding contest, and you'll know more about it when you become familiar with the coding culture. 11 students from Enigma were selected for HWI, which is powered by Infosys. Here, 300 students got selected, and it had a participation of over 120,000 students. The club members also shown in Credit Suisse Global Coding Challenge. This is a coding contest where students from all over the globe take part, and our club members have secured the ranks of 6th, 9th, 22nd, 24th, and 29th. Enigma also collaborated with many coding communities and had set up chapters like GDSC VSSUT, CodeChef VSSUT, Hacker Earth Hub VSSUT, and Geeks for Geeks VSSUT.
A club is never successful without a strong, responsible team, and we are grateful to our faculty members for always guiding us and showing us the right way in tech realm. Now, I'm immensely delighted to introduce you all to our faculty members, Professor Bansidhar Majhi, Vice Chancellor VSSUT, Professor Sanjay Kumar Patra, Dean Students Welfare VSSUT, Dr. Santosh Kumar Majhi, Faculty Advisor Enigma, Dr. Saroj Kumar Sarangi, Vice President Technical Society. And I'm glad to announce that we have Sanjay sir with us today. I request him to speak a few words for us and enlighten us.
Dear student members and the faculty advisor and all the esteemed members who are here, a very good evening to one and all present here. And yes, I feel also great. I feel also pleased. We have made though this club was there, it was not official coming under the technical society. And we did start this official club from this year. It's nice to see you all here and this orientation. I wish good luck to all the members, and also whatever you will contribute in this through this club, we are looking forward the contribution for the development of our university towards its automation activity. And you people are doing good job, great job for this towards the automation activity. I think with few short span of time, you will come out with some glorious results, and which will strengthen the automation activity of the university. I think all the orientation what we are to whom we are doing here for the pressers, they will also they will be here for the coming 4 years of time, and definitely if they will tune up to the requirement of this automation cell, they will also add on its developmental work. And I wish again very good luck to this club and also its activities. Again, I do congratulate all the organizers and the anchors and all the members of this club. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of this evening. Thank you all.
Now, I request Dr. Santosh Kumar Majhi sir, our faculty advisor at Enigma VSSUT, to speak a few words.
Respected Sanjay sir, uh, Dean Student Welfare, VSSUT Burla, and my student friends who are joined in this meeting. So today is a great day for us as uh, this Web and Coding Club has been officially recognized with the help of and the great effort from our Dean Student Welfare, Professor Sanjay Kumar Patra sir, and Professor Bansidhar Majhi, Vice Chancellor of VSSUT Burla, and Saroj Kumar Sarangi sir, the Vice President Technical Society, without whom we couldn't have this official club today. With their immense help, this Enigma has got a new name as well as recognition from the university side. And this Enigma has already, as you are discussing, that Enigma has already produced so many technocrats really in the field of uh, technology, starting from the front end to the back end developers. You can say the full stack developers now. Our club is supporting for becoming a full stack developer to the students. So basically, this the aim of this club was to teach, train, and produce the skilled manpower to the society. And in the meantime, also, it is our responsibility, it is the club's responsibility to make the productivity of the society in a long term goal. I mean, each one of us is responsible to train the juniors. Juniors means the freshers, particularly the first year and second year students. So after 1 year or 2 year, they will take the lead. So in that fashion, this club was going ahead, and with the support from our authority, we'll definitely do better. And already some responsibility has been given to us, and also we are in progress to achieve that one in phase by phase manner. So I must thankful to our student members who have joined and who have faith on this club and who have a mindset to learn and to develop themselves, and they have a mindset to grow with this web and coding club, that is Enigma club. And I must thank our DSW sir for providing us a platform to show our skill sets. So thank you, sir, for joining today's meeting. Actually, I'm very sorry I was a little bit late in today's meeting due to some other engagements. And thank you all for providing me such an opportunity in this platform, and have faith on me that I can guide you properly. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Sanjay sir and Santosh sir. Thank you for guiding us. Your words mean a lot to us. Now, moving on. Okay, I believe many of you would be MCU fanatics. Please put a thumbs up and comment your favorite Marvel superhero character. Everyone who is a die-hard Marvel fan. Okay, so I guess everyone is quite familiar with the whole concept of multiverse, right? The branching of timeline and the formation of multiverse and all. And the tech wall is nothing short of a multiverse. The technology is the timeline with the multitudes of branching in the form of domain. So are you guys ready to explore this cyberverse?
Okay, so I see a lot of Iron Mans in the chat box. So, all the Iron Mans, put on your iron suit because we are almost ready to dive into the cyberverse. Moving on. आई बिलीव घर पर सबके पेरेंट्स डिस्कस करते हैं रिलेटिव्स के चिल्ड्रन के बारे में एंड बी लाइक इनका बेटा सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर है इनकी बेटी सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट करती है फॉर श्योर एवरीवन माइट हैव कम अक्रॉस दिस वर्ड सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर quite a lot of times. But do you know this simple word, software development, is a vast field. It deals with UI, UX, DevOps, app, database, backend, documentation. Okay, so I know that's a lot for you to gulp in at the moment, don't worry, Enigma has got you all covered. So, I would like to request Prachi to explain us about WebDev first.
Okay. Hello, juniors. I'm Prachi. Talking about web development, let me ask you a question first. Do you remember you were asked to register for semesters online? So, how did you pay your semester fees? I'm sure you use a VSSUT fee payment portal, right? You put your credentials like your roll number and email ID logged into the website and made the payment. Easy, isn't it? It took you just a few minutes. The not so fancy, user friendly website made your job easy and less time consuming, right? So, what is web development? Web development is a field in which developers build and maintain web pages made for various purposes. Just imagine how it would have been without these digitalized things. Don't you think web development has literally made our lives so much easier? Okay, so juniors, that was all. Though I hope you keep wondering what else you can do with web development. Regarding any web development queries, feel free to use the chat box. Now let's call Swapnil to know more about app development. Thank you.
Thank you, Prachi. Hello, juniors. I, Swapnil Kumar Sahu, sophomore from CSC, would brief you today about the application development. Each one of us might be currently using these popular app, right? Let it be your daily class link sender, the WhatsApp, or your infinite scrolling reel addiction, the Instagram, or your daily streak maintainer, the Snapchat, or the food delivery app, Zomato or Swiggy. Juniors, just spam your favorite app in the chat box. Well, there's a lot of amazing applications out there. Mobile application development is the process of creating software applications that run on a mobile device, and a typical mobile application utilizes a network connection to work with remote computing resources. Hence, the mobile development process involves creating installable software bundles, implementing backend services such as data access with an API, and testing the application on target devices. The mobile front end is the visual and interactive part of the application, the user experiences, which is designed by the UI UX designer and programmed by the front end developer using XML and Jetpack Compose. Now, coming to the development part. Kotlin, which is a multi platform programming language which is interoperable with Java, provides many ways to reuse for productive programming for Android mobiles, whereas Swift is used for the iOS development. Let's move to the cross platform. React Native is a JavaScript framework for writing real, natively rendering mobile application for iOS and Android. Flutter is the answer when you want to build an application to both Android and iOS in a short time and ensure its correct operation on various devices, regardless of the screen size or its aspect ratio. Flutter is used in most famous UPI payment app, the Google Pay. Xamarin is an open source framework from Microsoft used for building cross platform apps using a single C Sharp and .NET code base. Just be connected with us in the social for further updates if you also want to create your own Snapchat application. Now, moving on to Sandipan covering up the AR and VR.
Thank you, Swapnil. Hello, everyone. This side Sandipan Mohanty, sophomore from CSC. I think all of you have heard of the popular game Pokemon Go, where users could see the real world through a screen while looking for virtual prizes, the so called Pokemons. This is a great example to illustrate the application of AR and VR. AR augmented reality brings experience through a computer based interaction from the reality based world that displays situation where human can see, listen effects as close as if they were real world experiences. AR was created with a final objective of making a better audiovisual experience through images and techniques such as speech recognition, animation, head mounted, and handheld devices. On the other hand, virtual reality (VR) provides a fully immersive experience, tricking the human brain, making it feel that it is in a world that has been recreated by software and hardware. That's all for That's all for AR VR. Now moving on to the next slide of UI and UX. As my friend Prachi spoke about the VSSUT registration portal. Now think for a while, there is no submit button in the portal. Then no one will be able to interact with the website, isn't it? So we can say that UI UX is the face of the website. UI user interface and UX user experience is the process of improving the presentation and interactivity of the web or mobile application. It mainly focuses on wireframing an application and structuring all its components and elements appropriately to create the user flow. UI UX design of the application improves customer satisfaction that ultimately helps to increase the number of users of the specific application. Altogether, we can say that UI UX designing is the first impression of the website, which lasts long. That's all for AR, VR, and UI UX. Now, I would request my friend Chandan to elaborate on cybersecurity.
Thank you, Sandeepan. Hello, everyone. I am Chandan Kumar Havada, second year student from Computer Science and Engineering Department. Some of you might have heard that recently Prime Minister Modi's Twitter handle was hacked, which allowed to tweet from the account that India officially adopted bitcoins as legal tenders. And the tweet also included a scam link promising a bitcoin giveaway. If a Prime Minister's verified account can be hacked, then do you guys think our data is safe on the internet? Definitely not. Information theft is the most expensive and fast growing segment of cyber attacks. Without a cybersecurity program, a organization cannot defend itself from data breach campaigns, which makes it an irresistible target of cyber criminals. The fact of matter is, the world is increasingly reliant on technology. So, cyber attacks are also increasing day by day, and so is the need of cybersecurity. So, the question is, what is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is all about protecting systems, networks, programs, devices, and most importantly, data from unauthorized access and cyber attacks. This is all from me. From here on, Nisita will tell you about game development. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandan. Okay, so we all love playing games, right? And we saw what a craze PUBG had on the youth. Making a game requires a lot of patience and a lot of hard work goes into it. Game development is a vast field and it deals with networking, database, programming, model making, sound making. You can either master one of them or try your hands out in all of them and become an indie game dev. Sounds tricky, I know, but if you are guided well and you have a right roadmap, you can do it. There are a lot of platforms for game development. There are game engines like Unity, Unreal, and to provide the right roadmap, we have a whole domain in Enigma dedicated to game development. Here, we learn together and we make games together. You might have played a game which was shared amongst you. So, yes, to know more, you can always explore, and Enigma will guide you through game development too. Now, I would like to call Om Parmar to tell us about competitive programming.
Thank you, Ishita, and good evening, everyone. I am Om Parmar, a sophomore from the Department of Civil Engineering. So, how many of you are fascinated about the companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, and wish to join in there, but don't know how to? That's where the CP steps in. When people hear the phrase competitive programming, some of them conjure up images of hackers pulling all-nighters trying to build the best app or website over a weekend. Sounds pretty cool, I guess, but it's not true. So let me tell you, programming is a mental sport, and when this sport is held over the internet involving sports programmer as a contestant, then it is called competitive programming. CP is a skill which gives you an edge in every software field you step in. It's the best way to make your code compact and more efficient. So next, why CP? Competitive programming usually merits an automated case for an interview. Many major companies across the world consider competitive programming as an essential skill for the job. And so they expect the candidate to be well aware or at least be equipped with the required information to start with them. So your excellent skills in competitive programming can turn out to be a boon for you during the placement session. In simple words, it's the entrance exam for your dream company. Now, how to get started with it? Of course, the most important tool, the programming language. Choose any one of the programming language and learn the basics. Learn the simple libraries available in that language. C++ is by far the most popular language of the choice for competitive programmers. Once you're done with the basics, there are many subdomains to work on. Among them are data structures and algorithms to increase your algorithmic proficiency. Practice makes perfect. Just reading about algorithms will not make you a better coder. You must take time to implement those algorithms by solving practice problems. After you know what competitive programming is, what type of problems are asked, it's time to step into the area of coding contest, which will give you an idea where you stand in the complete scenario. Internet is filled with lot of websites that host coding contests. Some of them are CodeChef and HackerEarth. Next, the advantages of CP. Competitive programming is necessary because it builds problem solving skills in students. You become much faster in solving the problems and picking up the concepts in competitive programming. Participating in competitive programming helps you in exposing your problem solving skills to the companies. A good CP profile shows that you actually know how to solve the complicated problems, whether you are an IITian or from a third tier engineering college. So that would be all from my side from CP. Don't worry, we would be guiding you from the basics. Now I would like to call Vishwajit to introduce you to the ML and AI world. Thank you.
Thank you, Om. Hello everyone. This is Viswajit. So, ever wondered about Alexa being so smart? And just imagine chilling in a Tesla and reaching your destination without even touching the steering. Well, how can you forget vibing to the latest tunes playing back to back on their own? Relax, guys. This is no witchcraft. We are talking about the most fascinating domain that technology has to offer. Yes, you guys guessed it right. This is artificial intelligence and machine learning, where we train our systems to perform such humanly tasks with just some pieces of code. So hold on to your excitements for the time being, because there is a lot more to discover at Enigma. So this was all about all the domains. Thank you all.
Okay, so throughout the year, Enigma hosts a lot of hackathons and coding contests. And this year, too, we have a list of events lined up for the academic calendar. In February, we have Lift Off C. It is a mentor mentee program where we teach you about C programming language. In March, we have Coded. It is a coding contest. In May, we have Level Up DSA. It is also a mentor mentee program where we help you to develop your data structure skills. In October, we have Hacktoberfest, which is an open source program. And in December, we will have a great grand hackathon event arranged by Enigma, the Hack Enigma. Now, I would like to call Ritu to take us through the projects.
Thank you, Ishita. Good evening, everyone. I am Riturani Mahapatra from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So, guys, I guess you all have explored all the web, app, and game activities that we have been sharing with you for the last few days. Am I right? So, let's see how many of you have unwrapped the fun box and which app or web and game you like the most. Here you go. Start spamming, guys, in the chat section. All right, I see a lot of response. So, okay, now let's unfold some fact. I would like to let you all know that all these applications that we have been sharing with you are actually the projects that are developed by our club members. We at Enigma believe in bringing our ideas into practicality by implementing the skills we have learned and to bring effective solutions to it. Now, moving on to the next slide. This game is designed by Ishita Satpathy. This game dealt with collecting coins, dodging obstacles, surviving, and scoring high. Moving on, we have the second project, that is Confesso, which is a web application built with React.js to express the expectations of yours from Enigma, the excitement for the orientation, and anything that you would like to share with us. This project is designed by Gyanaranjan Panda. Moving on next. We have an Android application built with Kotlin that allows the users to share their thoughts with others. This project is designed by Dhairya Joshi and Adarsh Kumar Goswami. Now it's time to announce the winners. So we have discovered a god level runner जो कि Usain Bolt को भी पार कर लेगा, and it's none other than Jyoti Prakash Panda from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Moving on next, we have a confessionist whose name I can't mention here, but he believe Enigma में join करूंगा और 4 साल बाद Sigma बन के निकलूंगा. I don't know if it's gonna be Sigma, but Enigma join करोगे तो Enigma family का एक part तो बन ही जाओगे. Moving on next, we have our space influencer who could very well understand the pain of our game developer. I got to say, Prerit Agarwal, that game development team totally respects the sympathy that you give, and we expect you to keep memeing. Thank you.
Okay, moving on next. In the past 2 years, with the initiative taken by members of Enigma, 4 leading college tech communities of our nation, that is GDSC, CodeChef, Hacker Earth Hub, and Geeks for Geeks, were introduced in the campus. These independently working campus communities are managed and operated by the members of Enigma, and the events are open to all the students of the campus. Now, I'll request Rajat to tell us more about CodeChef VSSUT.
Thank you, Ishita. Good evening, everyone. A warm and flourished welcome to everyone present here. Let me introduce myself first. I, Rajat Kumar Naik, a sophomore from IT department, representing this session on behalf of CodeChef VSSUT chapter. So before diving into the content, I want my fellow attendees to shoot some stars in the chat box. Okay, I can see many stars lighting up, so you might be thinking, why I'm telling you to do so? Well, it's because the more the stars in your profile, the more it will showcase your problem solving skills. So without taking much time of anyone, let me come straight to the point. The first question to be answered is, who are we? We, the members of CodeChef VSSUT chapter, are the team of like-minded students with a vision to improve the coding culture of VSSUT and take it to high skies, and also to make competitive programming accessible to all. And our main motive is to guide the young minds in the vast domain of computer science, and hence to spread awareness and create a healthy competitive environment among the students. So that's the introduction of CodeChef VSSUT chapter. Okay, now you will be wondering, what will we provide you and what makes you different if you join the community? We will be giving you proper mentorship, and if you have any doubts or queries, you have full freedom to ask us. We will be there. Also, as you know, your vibe decides your tribe. So you will be interacting with your batchmates who have similar interests as of you, and you will be getting into a proper coding environment. So, in order to be a part of this amazing community, all you need to do is to head over to the link which will be provided to you in the chat section, and And you need to create a CodeSafe account with proper username and other credentials. Then you need to go to the link and upon doing the needful, you will be a part of this amazing community. And if you will be a part of this community, it will open the windows for you to explore the vast field of competitive programming. So now let's talk about Coursera PSSUT chapter future plans. And why I am discussing the future plans? It's because these plans will help everyone to picturize your goals in order to have motivation and focus. So before starting, I want to make you aware of the technical phase of our university, that is Samaves. So first, we will be organizing medical coding contest in Samaves, and next, moving forward, we will be organizing many Ask Me Anything sessions or Q&A sessions with the CP experts. With the help of these seminars and workshops, you will be able to solve all your queries and doubts, and you will get the right path to become a successful competitive programmer. So, as already cited, it is our goal to develop a healthy coding environment around us. So, we will be organizing campaigns in collaboration with nearby schools. And last but not the least, we will be organizing weekly coding contests so that you will be able to brush up your knowledge and know where you stand. So, till now, you all are having a brief idea about the chapter and how it's gonna help you in becoming a successful competitive programmer. And now, I would like to raise the curtains and disclose you all the top performers of the event Code for VSSUT, which was held on Jan 24, 2022. Congratulations, Abhijit, Gulshan, Aman, Govind, Asudos. Kudos to you. We will be delighted if you are a part of our community, and if you want to witness our work and acknowledge our work, kindly head over to the social media handles which will be provided in the description. Until then, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you everyone, and now I would like to hand over the session to Avinash to continue further.
Thank you, Rajat. Good evening, everyone. I'm Avinash Kumar, second year from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and I am here to guide you about Google Developer Student Clubs VSSUT. Have you guys heard about GDSC before? You can write in the chat box. Waiting for your responses. Okay, I can see some responses. So basically, Google Developer Student Clubs are community groups for colleges and university students interested in Google Developer technologies. Students with an interest in growing as a developer are welcome. GDSC helps students grow their knowledge in a peer-to-peer learning environment and build solutions for local businesses and communities. Our tagline is Connect, Learn, and Grow. We bring like-minded individuals to a common platform. Our aim is to learn, where we provide support and resources to make an individual skilled in various domain sets, which will eventually help us to grow both professionally and get enriched personally and build great solutions to local problems and give something back to our community. Have you ever been stuck on a project because you did not have access to quality content or the content was a paid one? So here we have got you covered. We conduct tech events, hackathons, hands-on sessions, workshops, and much, much more. Moving on. So this is our events timeline. We are already into January, so we have completed some events. In September, October, we had Cloud Campaign that was a 30-day long Google Cloud Challenge of cloud programming with hands-on lab on Google Cloud Platform Quick Labs, and participants learned cloud concepts like computing, big data, data analytics, and even machine learning. Let me tell you something interesting here. For this course, we required credits whose actual price is $1 per credit, and 600 credits were required to complete the course, which is $600. But as we have GDSC in our university, we got all those credits for free to complete the course. On top of that, we received goodies which included t-shirts, backpacks, badges and all. Then we had our Android campaign, that is Android Study Jams. This course was all about Android development using Kotlin, which consisted of code labs, videos, and even hands-on projects. And we received Android Developer Badge in our profile and certificates. And on completion of this course, GDSC reimburses 80% of the fees required for appearing the Android Associate Developer exam. We also had open source hands-on sessions. Okay. Do you guys have any idea about the global sustainable development goals of the UN? You can use the chat box to tell us. At least you can guess a few. So let me tell you that the registrations for the solution challenge has already begun. GDSC Global organizes Solution Challenge to build up effective solutions for the 17 Global Sustainable Development Goals of the UN, like hunger, poverty, gender inequalities, and 14 others. Teams have to register and work on a project using Google technologies and submit it on a specific date. We have an info session regarding this scheduled on 31st January, so stay tuned. We also have our second cloud campaign scheduled in February, March. Then we have our web campaign scheduled for April, in which web developers can participate and have access to expert curated contents. And the machine learning enthusiast, we have also machine learning campaign scheduled in the month of May. There is also a well-carved and proficient team in GDSC that conducts all the events smoothly. Okay, now you guys must be wondering that how do we keep a track of all these events? How do you know about the sessions and events? So all you have to do is just become a member of GDSC VSSUT. And how to do that? You just have to visit our chapter page. And the link has already been shared in the chats. So spare a minute, click the link and follow along. Moving on. In our chapter page, you can see a Join Us button. You just have to click that. A sign up page will open. Fill up your details and your interest and click on the sign up button. Boom! You're now a member of GDSC VSSUT and you will receive email notifications regarding all the sessions and events that we conduct. Let me tell you that we are also very active throughout the social media platforms, so you can connect with us and join our Discord channel through the links provided in the chats and let us know what you are up to. So this is all about Google Developer Student Clubs VSSUT. Stay tuned. Thank you so much, and now I would like to call Rudra to take over.
Thank you, Avinash. So good evening, everyone. I am Rudra Madhav Mishra. Currently, I am a core team member and a campus ambassador for GFG VSSUT chapter. Firstly, how many of you are familiar about Geeks for Geeks website? Can I see some responses in the chat box? Okay, I can see some responses. Okay. So like most of you know about Geeks for Geeks, right? So Geeks for Geeks or GFG is a learning website for programmers and budding developers. Coming about the GFG VSSUT chapter, it's a community which got established in November 2021. GFG VSSUT aims to provide various opportunities for students. We provide resources, free courses, and especially help the folks who have just entered into the world of coding. We try to develop a competitive mindset amongst all, as well as we believe in learning together in community. GFG VSSUT organizes workshops, hackathons very frequently. We also organized Coding Rumble contest, which was based on DSA, where more than 200 participants registered and winners received goodies. Like who doesn't like goodies, right? We provide official GFG goodies and swags for various monthly events we conduct. Now we are planning to organize our next event, Code with GFG, in month of February. So budding developers and competitive programming enthusiasts are most welcome to the GFG VSSUT chapter. So you must be wondering how to join GFG VSSUT, right? So join us by clicking the links given in your chat box. Hope to meet you all soon in the community. So that was all about GFG VSSUT. Now I would like to call Swapnil to brief us more about Hacker Earth VSSUT.
Thank you, Rudra Madhav. Hey everyone, have you seen the recent posters on Encipher? What all did you think what that Encipher is all about? Uh, Wait till you know about the Encipher. HackerEarth is an Indian software company that provides enterprise software that helps organizations with their technical hiring needs. The HackerEarth University Ambassador Program is a platform for students to run a programming club in the university. So here we have our HackerEarth Hub VSSUT, which was established in August 2021. We are a team of like-minded students which aims at honing students' skill and knowledge on different programming languages and its concept. It helps developing a competitive environment so that students can strive to do better. What we do actually, here we provide practice questions and resources handpicked by HackerEarth itself. This community organizes contests, workshops, Ask Me Anything sessions with the experts, and many more on monthly basis to hone your problem solving and other soft skills. Keeping a regular practice would expand your knowledge and grow with your peers by discussing problems with the community. These frequent competitions provide easy access in global hackathon conducted by HackerEarth. So here we are. Encipher. Encipher is a university coding contest conducted on monthly basis with tricky questions to improve problem solving skills to the students. We provide certificates to the winners of the contest which can be added to your resume. Winners of the coding contest and hackathons are presented with exciting swags and gift voucher. We have the monthly circuits, which have a duration of 7 days. In this challenge, several programming problems are added over the duration of 7 days. New problem statements are published every 48 hours. It is held during the third and fourth week of every month. The next is the monthly easy. It is one of HackerEarth's monthly coding challenges for beginners. It is held during the first weekend of every month, having a duration of 3 hours. Next is the data structure and algorithm coding contest. Problem in these contests are solely based on DSA, which have a duration of 90 minutes. So, to be with the community, please join the social media handles provided in the chat box. So that's all from the Hacker Earth of VSSUT. Now proceeding further to Adyasha for words of wisdom.
Thank you, everyone. It's indeed a privilege to have these communities as our partners. Now, it's not about being perfect, it's about putting the effort. Whatever you're doing, be good at it, and success will be at your footsteps. These are some noteworthy points we have learned from Priyanshu Bhaiya. He has always been a great mentor and a supporting senior. We are grateful to him for guiding us in every way possible and taking our club to greater heights. And to our delight, Priyanshu Bhaiya is present with us today. I request him to share a few words of wisdom with us. Bhaiya, please.
Thank you, Alasha. And good evening to everybody. And thank you so much to our faculty members who have graced us with their presence, and our alumni, and to all our viewers who are viewing us on YouTube. So, and I'm here on the behalf of my fellow final year batchmates from our club to speak up. So, what a guy in my position can best say to you people is that what I have gained in my course of 4 years, right? So, just to work in an organization, to work in a company, or whatever your career plan is, to be research intern or so, you need to have skills and abilities, right? And skill sets, you can improve your skill sets by watching YouTube videos, taking some courses, okay, maybe attending lecture classes, but to increase your abilities and to be able to do something in those companies, in those places, in those careers, you need to have something more, like abilities to convey what you think and feel, like to break a task or a process you are assigned to into smaller steps, to learn how to learn, or to know what when it is time to ask for help. All right. to find some words to persuade somebody, all right, to influence someone. So to have these skills, you need to be part of a community, and Enigma and other clubs which come into picture. This is the point, all right. So, and what we do in the club is we pass on the knowledge, and we pass on whatever we have learned in 4 years, and we try to pass them at a point when what we have learned in 4 years we try to teach them in 2 or 3 years to our juniors, so that in their last moments they would have time to explore new technologies and increase the skill sets of the club as a whole. So this is what we try to do. We try to pass on, we try to document everything, we try to increase the projects, so that the newcomers would be benefited for this. So lastly, thank you so much, and really great job, second years and third years. The presentation was very good. And to all the viewers on YouTube, I'd request you to attend all our orientation sessions of all the clubs of our college. They really put in a lot of efforts to create all this. So now we should move on. So we are really so can we move on to next slide now? So we are really grateful to have our alumni here. So to start with Keshav Bhaiya, we are really blessed to have him, and we do have lots of sessions and of funds. So Bhaiya, please, can you speak something?
Hi guys, how are you?
Hello, Bhaiya.
You can answer on the chat
Hey,
actually.
Bhaiya.
Yeah, so I'm Keshav Sablaka, 2016 CS pass out. So basically, मैं बोर नहीं करूँगा actually ज़्यादा ज्ञान बांट के. So like why the club was started, what we do, everything यार इन्होंने तो बहुत सही से बताया ही, ठीक है. तो I would just say like एंजॉय करो, मतलब क्लब में जो भी इंटरेस्ट है, तुम अब सीएसई हो या नॉन सीएसई हो, लाइक वॉट एवर यू हैव डिसाइडेड, if you are attending the orientation, like you have some inclination towards computer science is what I guess. So just explore the opportunities provided by the club and pave your own path. Actually, there are people who can guide you a lot, who can make your learning journey really fun. So just enjoy this actually. I won't say it as a learning experience or something. इतने भारी भारी words नहीं बोलूँगा. But yeah, just enjoy your journey and have fun. Cool. Yeah, and also if anytime you need help, you guys can connect with me on LinkedIn, or you can get my number from Priyanshu or anyone in the club.
Yes, Bhaiya, we'll make sure that they can.
Cool. Means you can freely reach out to me. ये मत सोचना यार like he's a senior or pass out or alum. Nothing. You can just feel free and connect with me whenever you need any help. Yep. Thanks a lot for inviting actually.
Thank you, Bhaiya. You don't need to thank us.
Yeah.
So let's move on then. Adesha.
Thank you so much, Priyanshu Bhaiya and Keshav Bhaiya. Okay, so we have a little surprise for you all. We are going to launch the Lift Off C event today. It is a workshop program where C programming language will be taught to you from scratch by mentors who will be ready to help you at every step. This is going to be held in the month of February. You can register for it. We will be giving out the form links soon. Till then, stay tuned to Enigma VSSUT for all updates. Our Enigma Info Portal Telegram channel link will be given in the description below.
I'd like to interrupt here. We also have Abhishek Bhaiya. Didn't see he joined. Bhaiya, please, can you say something? Abhishek Bhaiya.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Going good, Bhaiya.
Hey Bhaiya. Hey, great session, guys. I am sorry I missed the first half. I had a meeting till 7:30. But यार काफी कुछ कर लिया यार हम लोग. क्यों केशव?
Yeah, exactly.
Google Summer of Code or क्या Hacker Earth channels and whatnot, यार.
Exactly.
The dreams are coming true. So I think great work by the entire team here. All of these resources and these assistants would be great for everybody, whoever is coming in and whoever is also existing in the club, right? Third year, fourth year. जितना ज़्यादा expand करेंगे and the more tools we can utilize, it would be great. I didn't introduce myself, so I'm also a 2016 CSE graduate from VSSUT. Right, we were amongst the initial members of Enigma under Keshav Sablaga. So yeah, I think vision starting se wahi tha, to provide an opportunity to everybody to grow and learn, right? And whatever they want to in terms of say web development, coding, or Android, whatever, right? And to share information freely, whether it's coming from somebody who's junior, who's senior, whoever knows whatever can teach it to the other people, right? And I think the club has achieved a lot over these past 7, 8 years, right? Thanks to the great teams it has had year after year, uh, right? And yeah, keep up the good work, continue with the good work. That's all from my end.
Thank you
And
so much, sir.
happy to connect if anybody wants to connect. Right, we can just share our LinkedIn IDs, or you can reach out to us through WhatsApp or phone for any doubts.
And for the record, everything is all there on the website. So if you want to know more about our alumni and everything, so you can visit our website too.
Also, all the gaming enthusiasts can connect with Abhishek actually. He's like all the Dota fans.
I am also actually currently working at a gaming firm called Winzo. It's a microtransaction based firm where it's tech related. So happy to also develop connects there if anybody wants.
Thank you so much. We are blessed to have you. Thank you so much. So करते हैं भैया लास्ट में तफरी.
Cool.
Okay, so let's move on with the presentation, Nishita.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Okay, so now it's time for the question and answer session. If you have any doubts, please put up your questions in the chat box. You can ask your silliest of the doubts. We have Devanshu Preetham, senior club member, to answer to your queries.
Hello everyone, this is Devanshu Preetham from Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering Department, pre-final year. I will be answering all your doubts. So the questions that I can see, the first question I see is how to be a master in programming. Well, this is very subjective question, but still the simplest answer to this question is just to practice and make yourself better every single day with practicing more and more questions. Then the next question is, how can we earn from our own application? The answer to this question would be, first you need to make your own application, then you need to publish it on one of the platforms, that is Google Play Store or iOS App Store. After that, the paid features and advertisements that you are gonna be putting into that application is going to help you in earning from that application. Now, what is the prerequisite for GSOC? Okay, so GSOC
Devanshu, also please, everybody else, Bhaiya and all final years, if you want to answer, you can just step in, unmute yourself. Everybody
sure,
wants to hear you guys.
So the next question is, what is the prerequisite for GSOC?
So anybody from the meeting wants to answer? I think Shubham, GSOC, want to answer? Okay, yeah, go on, Devanshu. You can keep on answering. Don't let the silence take over.
Okay, Bhaiya. Okay. So the prerequisite for Google Summer of Code is that you need to hold on to one domain. That we showed you a lot of domains that your interest can be made on. So you need to hold on to one and really ideate your solutions, innovative solutions from the problem statements that would be released by various organizations when the Google Summer of Code is announced.
Okay. Keshav, want to say something on GSOC?
Yeah, actually, I think there are a lot of newbies here, so few people might not be knowing about what is GSOC actually. So GSOC is basically Google Summer of Code. So what happens is there are a lot of open source projects. By open source, I mean where the code is public. Just like you can say Linux is an open source project. So you can see their code and everything. So Google supports open source development. So what it does is every year it brings out this program, Google Summer of Code, where it lists down like 100 to 200 open source projects and issues related to them. So you need to basically propose a solution to those issues, and if those solutions are accepted by the team, then you can work directly with those team members in that open source project. So basically, to get started with GSOC, you first need to get familiar with either one of like you can say web development, Android, or anything in any one particular language, or multiple if you want. Then you can go through the previous year's projects, what issues they brought up, and start looking at the code base. Basically get familiarized with the code base, how the code is working, what's the flow of the code and everything. And because till you don't know the code flow, you can't propose a solution to the problem. Basically you need to understand the grounds on which you are working first. क्या वो ज्यादा भारी हो गया? क्या ज्यादा भारी हो रहा है तो चैट में बता दो, मैं थोड़ा लोअर डाउन करता हूँ.
बिल्कुल नहीं भैया.
Okay,
हल्की चीजें लेके ऊपर तक जाएगा भी नहीं कोई.
So like first get familiarized with the code base, and then you can think over the problems which they listed down last year, and then you can see the problems which they have listed for the current year, and you can work on them. So the step-by-step process, if I want to summarize, is first get familiar with any one of the domains, and then start looking at the open source codes basically, because it's very difficult to understand first, but once you spend some time on that, then you get hands on that. Like clone the repository locally and then run the code locally and see the code flow, how the code is going and on. And so first step is like learn a domain and then get familiarized with the code. Then you can get started with GSOC. Cool. Any other doubts regarding GSOC?
And moreover, we also have lots of open source projects. You can visit our organization page on GitHub, so you can contribute there too. We can help you learn how to contribute to open source projects. So Enigma is on the mission for that.
Yeah, and soon after the QA session ends, I would like to give a small description about how to get started with CP actually, because I think this was the problem which we faced by ourselves and which gave birth to Enigma actually. So I would like to elaborate on that once the QA session is done.
Bhaiya, you can elaborate here because that's already a question in chat. I can see it, so you can start on it.
Cool then. Okay, so basically, what is CP? Anyone, you can type in chat. यार कोई तो चैट करो. अरे यार चलो मैं ही बता देता हूँ यार. CP is basically competitive programming. It's like, अरे यार full form तो मुझे ही पता है. Okay, so like yeah, so it's basically a problem set is given to you with some prerequisites, with some predefined input sets which you cannot see and some constraints. So you need to basically solve those problems, and the solution should be optimized. Basically what happens is, initially when I started, so I thought that okay, my problem is working, but why it is not getting accepted actually. Then like I saw that okay, happy cases के लिए वो problem चल जाता है, but like when you get tough problem sets, that solution won't work. So for an example, I'll just give like factorial. You guys might be knowing till now, right? 11-12 में तो करे ही हो. खैर ठीक है, उसका कोई अगर मैं प्रोग्राम लिखने बोलूँ तो सिंपल सा सब रिकर्जन लगा देते हैं, राइट? बट अगर मैं तुमको बोल दूं 100 फैक्टोरियल भी उसका सोल्यूशन आना चाहिए, तो वो रिकर्जन वाला अप्रोच फेल हो जाएगा, क्योंकि डेटा टाइप एक्सीड हो जाएगा. डेटा टाइप का जो लिमिट होता है, इंट वगैरह का जो लिमिट होता है, दैट विल गेट एक्सीडेड बाय द कंपाइलर. So basically you need to think on these kind of test cases while solving competitive programming problems, and then bring out solution for them. So it requires a lot of optimizations actually, and for optimizations we have a lot of approaches. So what I would suggest is, instead of jumping down directly on the concepts like DP, graph, tree, everything, just start thinking from the basic principles. Start analyzing the problem and then think of your own solution. And the most important step is writing down your observations, because once you write down your observations, then only you can figure out the path forward actually. Don't directly jump into the hi-fi concepts actually. First write down the observations, think on your own, and then see how you can apply those concepts. This part is very important actually. If you directly jump into the concepts, then you would never learn that. You might solve that problem at that moment, but 10 दिन बाद वापस उस problem को देखोगे तो वापस से भूल जाओगे. And whoever is interested in CP, get what should I say यार, डिप्रेशन के लिए तैयार हो जाओ, ठीक है. जब भी स्टार्ट करोगे यार, प्रॉब्लम एक बार में तो होगा नहीं, उसके पीछे लगना पड़ेगा. लगता है कि अरे यार नहीं होगा, मतलब 1 महीना ट्राई किए, 2 महीने ट्राई किए, कोडशिप में रैंकिंग अच्छी नहीं आ रही है, फिर डिप्रेस हो जाते हैं, लगता है अरे नहीं यार ये मेरे लिए है ही नहीं, अब चलो वेब ट्राई करते हैं या कुछ और ट्राई करते हैं. बट एक्चुअल लर्निंग स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम देयर ओनली. Static friction obviously is more than dynamic friction, right? So once you cross that static friction part, so actual learning and actual fun starts from there only. Or CP ऐसी चीज है यार, once you start discussing the problems with your peers, then like 2 and 2 becomes 22 there. और अगर अकेले करोगे तो then 2 and 2 will just become 4. I'll just give an example. Like I used to discuss problems with Abhishek. Okay, so he basically brought out those first principle solutions. Like he didn't give me hi-fi concepts like अरे यार इसमें DP लगा देंगे, इसमें ग्राफ लगा देंगे, ये सब नहीं. वो सिंपल सा कॉन्सेप्ट बोलता था और which actually worked actually. So that's the power of thinking with first principles. So just वही है, start thinking from the scratch, write down your observations and be prepared to get depressed. And the next part is like upsolving the problems. Let's say तुम कोडशेफ या किसी में you are in a live contest and let's say you solve 2 problems. And so the third problem which is there, after the contest ends and the editorials are published, make sure that you understand how that third problem is working and give a solution for that problem after the contest ends, because the main learning is there itself, where you tried and you were not able to solve that problem. So yeah, basically upsolving and consistency, these 2 things I would focus on for CP. और ज़्यादा हाई-फाई concepts में मतलब okay, you will go there, but keep the first principles in mind rather than just mugging up the hi-fi concepts. Cool. Yeah, we can move on.
I think, Priyanshu, there are a lot of questions on the YouTube channel of how to get entry into Enigma.
Yes sir. हाँ भैया देख रहा हूँ, बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन.
काफी लोग पूछ रहे हैं एग्जाम देना पड़ेगा क्या?
Yes, there is a month-long process to get into Enigma. We'll have challenges, coding competitions, and then interview too. So then after that you'll get into Enigma. Stay tuned up. We'll post everything out. We'll release the forms and everything. So you will get complete chance. And if you don't get inducted into Enigma, then also we have all our chapters here to take care of you. So that was the idea behind all those chapters we started. Even if not to limit all those benefits and resources to all the members, only to the club. So to extend our hands to all over throughout the campus, we created all those chapters. That was the complete idea for that. So please don't be disheartened if you don't get selected, and try hard. So anything else anybody wants to add? Abhishek?
I think what I just wanted to, the learning is not limited to members of the club, right, or who are handling the club, right? I think there were some questions where that if you can join even if you have no context of coding or no context of competitive coding, so on and so forth, which I think there's no restriction. A lot of us started with zero context, right? Even when we started the club, there were a lot of people from different branches. There were final years from different branches, joined in Enigma, right, in their final year, just because they wanted to, learn a little bit about coding. So I think the resources and the tools are there for everybody to use, right? And you can always learn. There's no restriction on learning that you should have, dynamic वो आना चाहिए, ये आना चाहिए, वो आना चाहिए to join the club or to learn from the club. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So that's it. And we haven't discussed that. The final date hasn't been discussed among us also. So for the induction process to start, I saw a question in the chat, so that's why I'm answering it. So the starting date of induction process and everything else, you'll get everything from the news. So stay tuned up. So the rest all the questions we'll answer afterwards. So we cannot extend this session anymore. So let's now Adyasha and Ishita end this in the session.
Moving on. Okay, so Enigma is not just a club. Once you join us, you become a part of it. It's more like a family rather than a club where we learn together and we grow together. Our seniors are very cooperative and we have a friendly learning culture. These slides shows us and our invincible bond we share with the club members. So now we have come to the end of the session. I extend my generous thanks to all the dignitaries and alumni present over here who had spared time from their busiest schedule to grace the occasion. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely encourage us in our future events. Also, special mention to all my teammates and seniors for guiding us and making today's event a resounding success. And on behalf of entire Enigma Club, I express a hearty vote of thanks to all the audience for their patient listening. Hope you all guys enjoyed a lot. It has been a great evening with you all, and the entire Enigma family welcomes all the freshers for the induction program of our club. There are a lot more to unveil in the upcoming days, and we are looking forward for a great participation ahead. Thank you so much everyone for attending this event.
Can I speak like 2 minutes? Can I get?
Yep. Okay. Stream off कर
Yeah.
दिया क्या? Hello. Okay. Okay, भैया, please go on.
Yeah, basically, I saw a few questions like how to avoid discouragement with CP and all. Actually, like, यार उसके नाम में competitive program, competitive है, ठीक है. Like, you need to be competitive. You need to build a competitive attitude for that. Like, by competitive attitude, what I mean is, यार सचिन तेंदुलकर का एग्जांपल ले लो, धोनी का एग्जांपल ले लो, ठीक है. जब वो इनिशियली आए थे उतना अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं करते थे, बट धीरे धीरे लाइक अब वो क्या किए उसके बाद वो तुमको भी पता है, ठीक है. वही होता है इसमें भी, जब इनिशियली आओगे उतना अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाओगे, बट लाइक इफ यू आर कंसिस्टेंट then you can do wonders in this. Actually, like competitive programming, it's just kind of a sport. You need to enjoy doing that. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Keshav.
Yeah, so
Yes,
basically
you're audible.
it's more of an attitude kind of thing. Like you don't give up when you see failures, because 90% of the time कोड नहीं चलेगा, फटता रहेगा, रॉन्ग आंसर दिखाएगा, टीएलई दिखाएगा. बट उसके जब 6-7 बार तुम उनको रॉन्ग आंसर दिखाता, उसके बाद जब वो एक्सेप्टेड वाला ग्रीन आता है ना, तब जो खुशी मिलती है ना, तो लाइक यू नीड टू run behind that green part actually, and by going through those red parts. So that is what I can summarize with the CP. And one more question, I saw that either you should do CP or web development, anything which you find that you enjoy doing actually. दोनों अपनी अपनी जगह बहुत सही है, दोनों भी मतलब करियर वाइज में मैं बोलूँ तो दोनों ही हेल्प करता है. सो एनीथिंग विच यू एंजॉय डूइंग, बट ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए यार कि सीपी ट्राई किया 2-3 महीना, अब नहीं हो रहा है तो हम वेब में चले गए. वैसा नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल का यही होता है. मैं अगर एक रफली नंबर दूं तो 100 लोग अगर सीपी करते हैं तो 2 या 3 ही उसको परस्यू करते हैं आगे, बाकी सब छोड़ देते हैं. बट जब मैं बोला ना, वो एक पॉइंट जब तुम क्रॉस कर लेते हो ना, देन यू रियली स्टार्ट एंजॉयिंग दैट, एंड दैट्स द थिंग, दैट्स द प्लेजर ऑफ सीपी एक्चुअली. और जो लोग सीपी में इंटरेस्टेड हो ना, कोई भी कॉन्टेस्ट दिखे ज्वाइन कर लो. टारगेट करो कि अभी जैसे तुम फर्स्ट ईयर में हो, ठीक है, सेकेंड ईयर में आईसीपीसी जाना है, ये सोच के चलो अभी से, आईसीपीसी रीजनल्स एटलीस्ट, और शुरू हो जाओ. ठीक है. यप, दैट्स ऑल.
Okay, then. So Have we left something, or shall we end this?
No, bhaiya, over.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Looking forward to see you in events and everything. Thank you.